many African leaders have been described as great and famous based on their achievement. But what does it take to go down in history as a great leader in Africa? Many watchers say it requires perseverance, dedication, ability to take tough and nail-biting decisions in the national interest. Jerry John Akono takes a look at what will require an African leader to be described as great and famous.
There is a new African in the world. That new African is ready to fight his own battle and show that after all, the black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
Literature on African politics has for decades identified the importance of effective political leadership to Africa's peace, stability, and development. Political watchers say Africa's challenges can be blamed on weak, corrupt, visionless, ineffective political leadership and fragmented state institutions. Africa's leadership problem has been flagged by many commentators who has also endorsed transformational political leaders such as the late Dr. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Thomas Sankara of Burkina Faso, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, Patrice Lumumba of Democratic Republic of Congo, Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia, also known as Africa's Iron Lady. Yes, these persons have been endorsed, but many have also been vilified for their limitations.
This man was able to organize the management of our economy in such a way that not only were we able to roll out all these programs in that first year and subsequent years, but our economy's growth was spectacular. Somebody who has been able to do that, why would I say that? How do I do that? How do I do that? What would be the basis? What is the rationale?
President Akufo-Addo's refusal to reshuffle cabinet has received a backlash from many. They argued the decision is long overdue. Former President John Agyekum Kufuor went public when he advised President Akufo-Addo to fire or reshuffle non-performing appointees.
I didn't reshuffle just for the sake, but we were watching. The president's role is like a coach, not just a team leader. A coach. You have to know what your ministers are doing, whether they are being positive or whether you think they are just being average, when you should expect more of them. Then you should have the courage to say, you don't belong here, go there, or perhaps sit aside. That's how I did mine. And that thing should not be like seasonal, it should be continuous.
But is President Akufo-Addo favoring and rewarding loyalty at the expense of the national interests? Former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Betty Mood Idrisu did not take it lightly when she said the president is racing against time because keeping Ken Ofori-Atta at post until IMF deal is secured is irrelevant.
It's not for me to accept or not to accept his apology, but for him to be sincere in telling us where and how we are going to get out of here. And if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, get out. And it's time. It's time. Even Kwesi Botwe left. You understand me? Even one of the most brilliant finance ministers we ever had in Ghana, even he left. I left. There comes a time when you have to look at yourself, look at the country, look at the government, and decide where you are taking yourself or the country to. It's sad. It is sad. It's a sad year. 2023, I hope, will not be as sad as this year.
What do you think is the reason the president will not want to sack the finance minister?
I don't think I can repeat the real reason anywhere on air, in public. But it's obvious that there's something much more than they are not telling us.
Government has reduced